Hi guys, it's Linda, and I thought it would be a little fun today to share with you one of my bracelet designs that I have put together. This is a bracelet that at this point I am very happy with how the bracelet has come together, unless there is some new charm that comes out that I am absolutely just going to need to purchase and put on this bracelet. I kind of feel this is the finalized bracelet design. And this here, what you're looking at, is my work themed bracelet. And this is a bracelet idea that I got from Nicole, who is my Pretty Charm Life here on YouTube and Instagram. I'm sure many of you know Nicole very well. She is just very well known for her wonderful and informative YouTube videos. And I first got the idea for doing this particular video from Nicole, or I should say bracelet from Nicole. And I even brainstormed a little bit with her, years ago. So I thought I would kind of share what we have on here. So my first charm on the bracelet, and I guess first and foremost, I have this on a traditional Pandora barrel clasp bracelet. And I wear, for this bracelet, it's on a 20 centimeter. And I can wear a 19 centimeter, but when my bracelet is loaded full of charms like this, I do prefer a 20 centimeter just because I feel it's more comfortable. I've always, in the past, just when I've worn bracelets, they've always been looser style. So I just kind of follow suit with my Pandora bracelets. So my very first charm that I have on this particular bracelet is the sweet little Bruno. And when Bruno first came out, this was one of the charms that I immediately rushed to purchase. And I just think he is so sweet with his little hearts on his feet and his sweet little stubby unicorn horn. He's a little, Pandora has a beautiful retired two-tone unicorn that's very elegant. And Bruno is a little more playful and cartoony, and I think he suits this particular bracelet just fine. The reason why I picked him is I work for an insurance company, and often when I'm talking to customers on their auto policies, I am helping them with maybe getting a new vehicle endorsed onto their policy. And a lot of times we will read back the vehicle identification numbers using the military alphabet, A for Alpha, B for Bravo, C for Charlie. But I like to be a little more playful with my customers, and I like to envision, like, if Flo were the one taking the call, what would she use for the letters? So I think she would do like G for glitter, or K for kitten, R for rutabaga. And then U, of course, would be for unicorn. So that is why I have Bruno on here. The next charm I have is the retired money bags. And this is on here because at our core values, Progressive does want to make a profit. We want to make a profit by making sure that we're providing a fair rate to our customers, and we're able to charge a fair rate because we strive to be efficient with our expenditures. We strive to be efficient in our call handling, not wasteful with the things that we spend money on. So at the core value, one of the core values of our business is to make a profit, as is the core value for any business. That is, the dream of any business, to make a profit and be successful. There's a lot of people, writing on Progressive, having a progressive, a profitable business. Our shareholders, the employees who rely on that steady paycheck and benefits. So definitely a good core value to have. And I have this particular charm on my bracelet to remind me to be efficient in everything that I do. The next charm I have is the pink headphones charm. And this particular charm has beautiful pink enamel on either side. And of course that big dazzling cubic zirconia on either side. And the reason why I chose this particular charm, and of course there is a little cubic zirconia on the bail there, but this particular charm, the meaning behind it is very simple. I wear a headset every day, all day long. I am constantly on the phone. That is the nature of my role. I speak on the phone every day, and this kind of depicts what I do. I then have the iridescent rainbow Murano. And this entire bracelet has an overall rainbow theme. So, the rainbow Muranos are a perfect choice to kind of complement that rainbow theme. But I also got this particular Murano because, of course, Progressive, our colors, of course, like on the uniform there for, Flotato head, we have white and blue. And then one of the, in our main headquarters in Ohio, one of the art installations that we have are these clouds that are hanging from the ceiling. And, it's a pretty prominent art installation. Like as you are in one building, if you wanted to go, it's called the campus. And as you go from one building to another, you cross like an outside courtyard, and you literally can see these clouds from the opposite building if you look closely enough to the other building. So this kind of reminded me of one of those art installations. The next charm I have here is the color wheel. And again, when this particular charm came out, now I really immediately didn't think of this charm being on my bracelet. I wound up breaking down and just buying this charm because it's cute, but I really didn't have any thought to use it on any particular bracelet until I started brainstorming what I could put on my work theme bracelet. And to me, a Ferris wheel, which is exactly what this looks like, it's ever changing, and it's constantly flowing and moving and revolving in an endless circle. It has its ups, it has its downs, and I kind of represent this, like with Progressive, we have a saying, like if you don't like something, it's probably going to change in the next 5 minutes. And never more so than this year with everything going on with COVID. We rely on our guidelines to make sure that we give accurate information to our customers. And with COVID and with what we have been doing to help our customers, change has been constant. There would be times when our guidelines, you would read your guideline updates in the morning before you autoed in to take calls, and half an hour later, something that you just read would get changed. So this particular charm kind of represents the fact that things are constantly changing and evolving. I figured that was a perfect representation. I love the little pastel, different color pastel cubic zirconias that you see. The detail is the same, let me see here, on the other side of the charm. So just a really cute charm, and I was thrilled when I kind of thought of a good meaning for it. This next charm here is the camper van, and this is a very sweet charm. It's one of the more recent, like in the last year or two, charms that have come out. And this is the camper van, and it's got the little enamel heart on the front, like where the license plate would be. It's got love and the peace sign on the top. On the back, it, you know, just has the little license plate and Pandora. But this particular charm, my boys bought for me one year for Mother's Day. And I have it on this particular bracelet because to me it represents what we call special lines products that we insure. So, you know, when people go out and buy motorhomes or travel trailers or, you know, a really nice boat, a jet ski, a motorcycle, a snowmobile, like Progressive insures those products, you know, these quote unquote toys better than anybody. And this kind of represents that product that we sell for our customers and insure for our customers, you know, keeping those high valued items safe and protected. The next charm on here is the origami crane. And again, at Progressive, art is, you know, something that runs rampant at all of the buildings. We actually have a pretty large modern art collection. And this, again, reminds me of an art installation at our main campus in Ohio. And the art installation, I believe, is actually just simply called Origami Birds. And they're rather large, and I am not one who is like an expert on measurements, but if I were to guess, I would say maybe 12 feet high by 12 feet wide. I mean, these are some large sculptures, and so it's in a pretty large room. And if you can imagine, like we have one perched up high, like maybe in the left corner, and then on the opposite wall center, there might be another one. And then in the very middle of this area, like maybe a square ceiling, in the middle, there is another one on a swing. And the one that's on a swing actually has movement. It swings back and forth. The one that's perched in the left corner and the one that's perched on the opposite wall in the middle, they're stationary. But these are some bright metal origami birds. One's like a bright blue, one is kind of like a cherry red, and one is like a mustard yellow. And that was an art installation that really, you know, evokes a very strong memory from when I got to go to the Cleveland campus one time for work. I do have clips on this bracelet. These are the Shining Path clips. I have two of them. I like my clips to match. And this is just a simple modern clip with cubic zirconias running down the center. And I just kind of figured this was a nice clip. To me, it's got a modern edge to it, and you know, Progressive has a pretty modern art collection, so I kind of liked how that looked on the bracelet. This particular charm here, this is the Radiant Hearts multicolored charm. And this particular charm really doesn't have a meaning on here. It's rainbow. Of course, it's got the rainbow CZs on either side. And being a Radiant Hearts charm, it's got all of these little cutout hearts on the either side. And Nicole is the one who kind of turned me on to these charms. I'm trying to capture, I'm hoping it captures. It's kind of hard for me to tell because the camera, of course, is kind of blocking my view of what I'm showing. So I'm hoping it shows, but as you move the stone around, as the light goes through those heart shapes on the side, you capture little hearts on the inside of the stone. So, you know, it's rainbow colored, you know, so obviously in keeping with the theme. And you know, we always say we love one another at work. We love all of our customers. They're the reason that we exist. So I figured this Radiant Hearts charm is a good fit for the bracelet. The next charm on here, I just have no special meaning again to these charms other than they are in keeping with the rainbow theme. And honestly, the whole reason why I have a rainbow theme, I might as well just talk about it here now. So with Progressive, we really value diversity and inclusion in our business. It is at the heart of everything we do. And Progressive is actually very recognized among various Fortune 500 companies for being years ahead of diversity and inclusive behaviors. And I know that our CEO, our new CEO that took over, she is a woman and she is awesome, but she has really challenged the business to incorporate behaviors that, you know, show that we value everyone. And we practice that every day. We have various trainings throughout the year just to ensure that we maintain a very diverse and inclusive work environment. So that is why I have a rainbow theme on my bracelet. It is to celebrate that particular behavior that Progressive emulates. The charm that I have hanging in the center of my bracelet, this is called Perfect Home, I believe. And the reason why I placed this particular charm on my bracelet is Progressive in the last few years has started selling homeowners. Like, we finally entered the homeowners market, and I placed this particular charm on the bracelet to represent that. I loved the dangle. I loved when this one came out. I loved the little, again, heart front and center, you know, at the very top. I love the little window details and the little rose bush details at the bottom flanking the door. And on this happens to be a charm that opens up. And this one on the inside says, "Home is where the heart is." And of course, when it, the word heart actually has a heart, I believe, for the letter A there. I'm doing my best to read it, but my 52-year-old eyes, I almost think I need a magnifying glass too. And That's not going to happen on this video, but the heart itself has that light pink enamel, which again is perfect for this rainbow theme. The bail itself, I can't remember if it has anything on the side there. I think it just has a little heart that you can see there, along with the logo, heart on either side. So again, these are the Mother of Pearl Rainbow Mosaic charms. And then this is the Perfect Home. I then also have this particular charm on here. I think this is just called Love. And again, you know, the love, there is, of course, that one famous sculpture that looks just like this, except for it's, I want to say, all red. Of course, we don't have that. But again, just that modern art feel to it. And then, of course, it's got the rainbow crystals. And the main reason why I have this particular charm on here is we have a Facebook group called Love CRM. And, you know, this just kind of reminds me of that Facebook group where the employees go and, you know, we will talk and, you know, ask for each other for help and advice on how to handle situations. Very good employee group. This particular charm, oh, I'm sorry, one more clip, again, Shining Path clip. And then this charm here is the Always By Your Side. And this particular charm I have on here because I am part of the assist team. And that is exactly what I do. I mean, we are always by your side. We have basically people call into us, and us as the subject matter experts. You know, the little owl is always known to be very smart and wise. So with us being the subject matter experts, I just kind of figured this little owl and the mama owl kind of embracing is a perfect representation of that. I have the automobile on here because, of course, we write auto insurance. I love the clear headlights on the front and the red taillights on the back. And then the next charm I have is the retired robin. This depicts our customer base. We call them the Robinsons. So I just kind of figured this would be a perfect charm to represent our customers. Then I have another Rainbow Murano. I then have the Artist Palette. And again, this just represents that art is a big part of our culture at Progressive. Our founder, well, one of our founding CEOs, Peter B. Lewis, he felt that art encouraged people to think. So that is why we value art and appreciate art at Progressive. I have the cupcake, the old retired two-tone cupcake, and this is kind of a nod to one of the commercials in the past in which Flo cheekily said, "Sprinkles are for winners." So I love the little gold sprinkle, shall we say, at the top of the cupcake. So it's kind of a nod to that commercial. And then my safety chain that I'm using is the Arcs of Love multicolored safety chain. And again, heart-shaped. Even on the heart shape itself, there are hearts. And again, in keeping with that rainbow theme, perfect safety chain for my bracelet. So that is my work-themed bracelet. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.